There's only one God. Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling, there's only one God.
Welcome to the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and as always, thank you for tapping in with me. You could be anywhere listening to anybody, but you are here with your, once again, 5-time award-nominated host. Yes, guys, once again, reminder, we are nominated for Dallas Weekly's Best of Black Dallas Award for a third year in a row for Best Podcast. So head to dallasweekly.com. It is under the Local Favorites category. Local Favorites category, Best Podcast. So again, you got to scroll down a little bit. But scroll down and use every email you have. Send it to your group chat. Send it to your kid's teacher. Send it to the teacher's teacher. Send it to the football coach that you're secretly sleeping with so your kid's equipment is free. Send it to your trainer that you're sleeping with so you can get free services. Send it to the hairdresser that owes you a favor because she's always late. Send it to the people and get the things. But speaking of which, y'all, the reason I'm not like super excited about this award season, baby, look, I was on trizepartide. What the fuck is it called? Trizepartide? I was on the shot, okay? I was on the shot and it was doing all right, but the nurse did warn me that when you come off these shots, she was like, you're going to gain about 10 more pounds. So just, prepare for that, lose about 10 less than what your goal is. My dumb ass just stopped because I was like broke one month and started eating Savvy Sliders, which if you've never had Savvy Sliders, first of all, these little punk ass burgers are everything, but they got lemon pepper fries, Cajun fries, regular fries, Texas fries. They got all these fries and it's so good. They got a banana pudding shake, strawberry shortcake shake, heart attack shake. They got all these shakes. And now I'm walking around looking like freaking Pooh Bear again. So I say all that to say, I don't want to really put on a gown right now. So whatever it is y'all doing the high stuff, this is totally my fault, by the way. It's my fault. And I know I'm getting old as shit. So, when you hit that certain age and you're not working out and you're eating everything and you're coming off of the shot, so you're not taking the things, your body does weird shit. Like right now, I'm shaped like a deep breath. Just a shape. It's not even a shape. It's an illusion. Like I'm a walking illusion. We can't even figure out what the hell it is. So yeah, the struggle is real. I say all that to say, big girls, whatever it is y'all do, whatever gowns y'all wear when you don't want to show your stomach. I know body positivity, but some of y'all do not play about your shape. Help your girl out. This is award season and I can't fit nothing. I'm wearing the same damn viral TikTok bodysuit, but TikTok got it right. Because baby, this thing is good. You see how I'm sitting up? I'm sitting up like a salute at attention. I can feed a nation, So it's a good bodysuit. It was actually worth the money. But yeah, I'm just a little swole, just a little wide back, Like I sweat brisket. I don't even know anymore. Like I'm fat shaming myself. I don't fucking know. I like to eat. I'm probably just going to be a big bitch at this age in life. Like I'm looking at my little throwbacks and I'm like, girl, you know what? We had a good ass run. You and your little track body, you had a really good run, ho, but nobody told your goofy ass to move to Texas where they have shit like banana pudding cheesecake and you can get Douce slushies to go, and people put like dirty rice inside a chicken wing because that still don't make, to this day, I don't even know why I ate that shit, but I did and it was great. So yeah, those of y'all talking about moving to Texas, decide how big you want to get. Don't let these influence. How big do you want to get, bitch? Figure that out before you decide to move to Texas. If your family, if your genetics, if the legacy, y'all are pre-genetically disposed to being a little round, Texas is gonna do you in. Okay? Unless you got lipo money. So I'm just letting you know. I didn't come here with these. I had regular kids. These are big boys now. Okay? And they're not going nowhere anytime soon. So I hadn't planned on talking to y'all about that today, but here we are. Like, I'm just thick. I'm fine as hell though, you know, but it is what it is. So speaking of health and weight, Donald Trump is still breathing. Like this year, it took D'Angelo. Like y'all, you took so many people. You've taken so many people. Universe, you've taken so many people. I think folks just kind of want a collective solid, and you just want what's up. But we've had elections, and in the midst of all of this, midterms and all of that coming up, Kamala Harris has been on a book tour. She is finally telling her story of her 107 days. And now she is letting the Black woman out. She's dropping F-bombs. She's cussing. She's going off. She's calling out Biden. Like, she's spilling all the tea. Any Black woman that's been in corporate and finally got released from them shackles, whether you got fired or whatever, you know what, you recognize her right now. She finally able to put the paddle brush down. She can take the jacket off. She can put on a regular button down and just speak the truth. And my personal opinion, I feel like had she been this way on the campaign trail, she might have had a better chance just because there are no rules anymore. You saw how ruthless Trump, just everybody, his whole squad is. Like, professionalism is out the window. When you go low, we go high. No, you need to go to hell. You need to go to Lucifer. You need to go double dutch with the devil. Like, you need to take it to hell. She should have took it to hell. During that debate, when she almost said this motherfucker, she should have just let it rip. I think that would have been the deciding factor. But as Black women, we are always wanting to be professional, to play the part, trying to be, work twice as hard, to be considered twice. Bump all that. The rules and change. Do you, boo-boo? We lost an election to somebody that this man don't know what the hell is going on. He don't know who he's pardoned. I don't think he even knows the branches of government. I don't think he can really name them. I don't think he knows anything. They're literally gutting the White House right now for a ballroom. A ballroom. Look, a ballroom. A ballroom. I think it's a bunker. I think most of us did common sense. It's a bunker. So yeah, she's just really speaking her truth. And even her disappointment with Biden, how she felt like the team just really, in some ways, failed her. And I think the fact that she didn't talk about that night until she wrote that book, like, I would be cool with Kamala running again. I think that we've all learned our lesson. We know that she's not perfect. We know that we will have to whip her into shape, but it's doable. And right now, EBT, SNAP has been cut. It's been cut. There's a battle right now. In order for us to get it again, the Democrats would have to agree to let them just completely tamper with health care. I mean, basically make the shit unaffordable. So, I mean, it's either food or your insurance. It's a mess right now. But yeah, SNAP benefits have been cut, like the Republicans. And not only that, but your president, even though the Supreme Court ruled that, release them damn emergency funds, give these people food. He's still playing games. That ain't the worst part, though. Aside the fact that just millions of Americans that rely on those benefits every month to feed their children, to feed those that are disabled, to feed those whose money just don't stretch. We have people celebrating. And the worst people celebrating, I ain't gonna get on them folks because they don't know shit. Never mind the fact that the biggest recipient of SNAP are Caucasians. Let's make Black women the face of food stamps. Let's just play that game. But Black men, once again, y'all prove why sometimes y'all are the, I'm not going to say it, why sometimes y'all are the, because why are you happy that somebody can't eat? I've seen dudes saying, we can get back to the Black family now because, them systems, them programs was designed to keep the Black man out. It was designed to keep the Black man out anyways. Y'all rather take, food stamps. First of all, shut your stupid ass up. Because nobody gets put out the house over food stamps. Nobody gets put out the house over TANF. And I know because when I was on it, my baby daddy lived with me. I'm going to tell you how this goes. When you are on Section 8, when you getting that $25 rent, which, I mean, y'all, listen, I'm down for it. If anybody has any hookups, Jesus, please, I'll take the $25 rent. I'm totally cool with getting back on Section 8. I will take, y'all, I had a townhouse. My first real apartment was a townhouse. It was 2 stories. That motherfucker was nice. My rent was $25. My then fiance, my son's father, lived with me. You want to know why I got on those programs? Because he suggested it. I'm a freshman in college. I'm pregnant. I have this diamond ring on my finger. I'm thinking I'm a college student. I'm engaged. We're going to have our baby. We're going to have a family. We good. I'm out the hood now. We moving on up. This dude told me flat out, hey, you should get on that shit in case I can't help you. Nigga, what? You telling me to get on the shit I grew up around? We are in college. You telling me to get on welfare? You telling me to go down to the office? You telling me to be in there with them people? I was embarrassed. I was literally encouraged by my man to get on these programs. But his dumbass wasn't smart enough to know that when you get on certain things, you as a father got to pay that shit back. Whatever the case, when I went to the office, I always saw more white women than anything else. So I've always been confused about the misconception that is the black women are the face of it. No, we ain't. We talk about it more. I mean, black women we know how to flip some things. You know how to get a profit off them things. Let me reel it back in and be serious about a serious situation. Celebrating people not being able to feed their children because you think you might have a chance at some pussy is some weak ass shit. That's some hoe ass behavior. Saints that are new tapping in here, yes, I love the Lord, but I cuss a lot. Feel free to just scroll past. I'm totally fine with that. But I've seen men going celebrating yeah, and now you got to get back with Tyrone, $40, this, that, and the third back. At this stage in the game, baby, recipients will starve. You will starve before we give you a shot in hell. And I think that just a lack of education around who gets SNAP benefits. This is why Trump is in office. And this is why as he said numerous times, he loves the uneducated. Because y'all could be manipulated into doing dumb shit. But how does it benefit you that somebody's starving? How does it benefit you that somebody's kid won't be able to eat or their mama gonna have to struggle or daddy? Because let's be clear, there are 2-parent households that are also on SNAP. Absolutely. The thing that kills me about our community is sometimes you're so desperate to one up somebody or to want somebody to need you that you would rather they go without. You want folks to be destitute to make you feel better about yourself. That is fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. And I've known so many women that have had men, able-bodied men, living in their homes while they're on SNAP, while they're on TANF, while they're living on Section 8. And before anybody goes, that's illegal. Sure it is. This is how you work it. And I'm going to say this from somebody that did it. When they come to do the inspections, because again, if you're paying $25 for rent, trust and believe them people won't come and make sure you're taking care of their shit. They want to make sure you're living right. You hide his clothes. You hide the shoes. You send him on some errands for about 2 or 3 hours. The person shows up, they gives the place a little walkthrough, make sure everything's on the up and up, they leave. And when they leave, you pull the Jordans back out. You pull the jeans back out. You tell them to come back to the crib. There's a way around everything. These programs did not remove black men from the household. It didn't. So at some point, you got to take accountability for your actions. Granted, right now the system is probably worse than it's ever been, but some of y'all have been worse than you've ever been as well. You create broken homes. You don't marry the women you sleep with and create babies with. You can't get your life together. It's optional for you to show up and be a father. You leave. And this happens over and over again to where we have a cycle of broken homes. But yes, let's blame SNAP. Let's blame that $100, $200, $300 a month. And you actually have to have a job for these programs also, y'all. So be clear. If people are getting it, they have to, look, again, I can tell you the process. you have to, even if you get $10 more a month, you have to report your income when you are on these programs. Just educate yourself. I don't know. But celebrating somebody losing benefits in hopes that somebody finally sleeps with you, baby, that's embarrassing. You couldn't beat that out of me. You couldn't drag that. You couldn't get that information. You couldn't get that confession out of me at gunpoint that I'm happy somebody is going without so I can get in. Don't nobody want y'all dusty asses. They don't at all. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? So yeah, and also food pantries. So because again, I've been a part of that 300,000 that was impacted by the DEI rollback. So I have no pride at all. I've definitely went to a couple of food banks. Convenient, you know where they are. But I'm gonna tell y'all what, Dallas got some bomb ass food banks. I know that it's just about getting a meal and you can't be picky, but I'm going to tell you about two in particular. So Care Church, which is in Richardson, they do it every Tuesday between 12 and 3 p.m. Now, I do know it is zip code specific, so I would call ahead to make sure that you live in the area. You would obviously, it's North Dallas. You got to be in North Dallas. But I mean, they hook you up. Like there are food pantries that, baby, it's like walking into a Tom Thumb. So I know for some people it can be, kind of embarrassing. It's humbling to have to ask for help, but baby, get you some help and get you some good food. Again, I've gone to food banks when I've been trying to figure things out in the midst of being unemployed, and I've been shocked. I'm like, first of all, I wasn't even buying this shit when I had a good job. So you finna give me what now? Y'all hooking it up like that? Let me push this little card onto my car. I ain't too proud. So if you don't hit up 211, but I would definitely say Care Church is one that really came through for my household when I truly needed it. Now, let's get into these elections. Shout out to California and New York. First of all, you got to help me. New York has a new mayor, and I can't say his name worth shit. I just know that he's Muslim. He was born in Uganda. He grew up in New York. He's an immigrant. America's worst nightmare right now, or white America's, white supremacist America's. Say his name for me.
Zohan Mondani.
Zohan Modan?
Mondani.
Zohan Modan?
Mondani.
Mondani. Zohan Mondani basically said, look, y'all got the game twisted. I'm about to come up in here. America was brought up. It was created. It was built off immigrants, built off slave labor. But immigrants made this country great. You're going to get these immigrants. You're going to get these brown people. You're going to get this diversity. You're going to get the fuck over it. Y'all got America messed up. We fighting back. We fighting back. He ran a hell of a campaign. I'm sorry, but anybody that goes to a gay bar at like 2 a.m., you getting elected. You get the queer folks on your side, the trans folks, it's a wrap. You went to a gay bar and vibed out. I don't know if they got him to vote, but he was up in that joint. He got prayed over by he got blessed by black pastors. That man got in the field. When you want something, you got to work for it. You absolutely have to touch the people. You got to touch the people. California done passed, was it Prop 50? Prop 50. So what they've done is they basically answered the response to Texas gerrymandering. So now it's like, oh, fuck you thought. Actually, no. We going to move some of these maps around as well. No, we know Trump trying to get a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th term. No, that's what we're going to do. So shout out to California. Governor Newsom, I know that he's had a lot of critiques. Y'all, at this point, we're not going to get a perfect politician, but anybody that's willing to get in the ring and go toe-to-toe with Trump, give him a chance. What are we talking? Angela, what you doing, girl? Angela right been up here cutting up. So she's been coming at him about, the whole, with him not responding the way we wanted to as far as reparations. Girl, the house is on fire right now. I'm with you, but the house is on fire. When the house is on fire, you don't stand outside the house and say, you know what? Is that filtered water they're going to use to put the fire out? I don't know. Is that spring water? What's in the water hose? Baby, put the fire out. I'm not arguing with nobody about reparations right now when folks are getting snatched up at daycares in broad daylight, like black men. ICE is snatching up whoever they feel like, whatever they little nuts get sweat. Proud Boys are living out a wet dream right now. Snatching up any and everybody that's not white in broad daylight, and y'all arguing about whether or not Gavin Newsom is for reparations. This ain't the time for it. And I know somebody gonna come at me. The house is on fire. We need the water hose to put it out. We can argue about the minerals in the water later, but folks need to be able to breathe. Spinning it back to the food banks, there's that same church, Care Church, is also a voting site. And they talked about the fact that the way people used to show up to get food on Tuesdays, like there's been some days where it's been empty. Want to know why? Because people don't want to show up and they worried about getting snatched up by ICE when they're trying to get a box of macaroni. It's to the point where some folks are scared to come outside to get their basic needs met because of the threat of ICE. That is terrible. This is where we at right now. People getting kidnapped in broad daylight. And some of these cats they're not ICE, they're ice cream. Motherfuckers going on, they're buying outfits off Temu and just snatching folks up. Now you got to worry about women getting abducted and sex trafficking to somebody. It's a mess. We can argue about reparations later, Angela. We really can. There is no perfect, we don't get nobody perfect. And speaking of which, Kamala's been on her book tour and a lot of y'all have been coming out protesting. Give me a fucking break. Are you serious? You're speaking out about Palestine at a civilian's book tour. She's not the president. She's not the vice president. She ain't nobody right now. She just chilling. She is former Madam Vice President. But y'all are showing up to this woman's rally, going in at her. And at this point, she clapped back though. I am not the president of the United States. Go talk to him. And the reason y'all won't go talk to him because a lot of y'all are racist and you're sexist. And she's low-hanging fruit. Because why in the hell would you be going anywhere? You need to be at the White House. Anywhere Trump is, anywhere JD Vance is, that's where y'all need to be. Why are you harassing this woman? It ain't about Palestine at all. Like, I call cap. Y'all are some fucking idiots. And y'all are the reason we lost the damn election. It's almost like you can't just say we messed up. You got to double down on it. And some of y'all are paid. The girl with the badass braids. Sis, how much, did the check clear and how much was it for? How many zeros were behind it? I told y'all got to watch. All skin folk ain't kinfolk at all. But yeah, y'all should be wherever Trump and JD Vance is. And I feel like right now, JD Vance is trying to get in Erica Kirk's drawers. I've waited for a Little Caesar hot and ready to cool off. Longer than that woman has grieved that man. She has moved on. She rocking tight leather pants at these rallies. She is caressing the back of this man's neck. Look, I've watched Scandal. I'm sorry, but Shonda Rhimes, that woman, she just knows. Shonda Rhimes is a psychic. Shonda Rhimes just knows. She wrote our future. If you've watched Scandal, you've seen these things before, and people have said it. What's J.D. Vance's wife's name? Usa? Who?
Yeah, I think that's it.
What? Listen, J.D. Vance, whatever her name is, Mrs. J.D. Vance's wife, and people have said this, you absolutely need to watch your back. We've seen Scandal. We've seen folks unalive disappear. They scrub the blood up in 10, 15 minutes and bleach it like nothing. It's like you never existed. They put you in a box somewhere. The way Erica lights up when she talks about J.D. Vance. Girl, your husband ain't been dead but a hot second. What is you doing? But they move on quick. So, yeah, I absolutely see a scandal coming. This man is going to be taking over, I believe, Charlie's podcast. And they're going to be doing it at the White House? Why y'all doing podcasts at the White House? Why you do press conferences at the White House? Why are you doing podcasts at the White House? I'm just, child. It's Jumanji, it's the Hunger Games. Nothing in this country makes sense anymore, which is why you should be all you can be and just go after your goals. Do you see what's happening around you? Do y'all see what's happening? And you still scared to go after some shit? You still scared to post? You still scared to start that whatever? Child, do it and be great. And go harder for your shit than you expect anybody else to. I don't even know how I'm randomly getting on this. I already did a video. Y'all that saw the clip, just pretend like you're hearing this for the first time. When you are building something, you need to go harder for your shit than you expect anybody else to go. When people see that you work hard and that you're proud of the things that you put out and that it's really in you and on you, you do the things you're called to do, you're excited about it, you work hard at it, they will want to collaborate with you, they will speak your name. So whatever we got going on, thank you guys so much. Bitch, you ever record while you recording? Wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance, and when you get a free moment, make sure you vote for The Dirty Bag at dallasweekly.com under the local favorites category for best podcast. And when you get a free moment, please remember to clean out your dirty bag. Till next time.